Alpha. Assault drone inbound. Friendly XS-1 Vulcan inbound. System hack. Ready for deployment. System hack. Ready for deployment. Copy that.
Yo, what is going on guys, my name's Defender Machine, and today what I've got you guys is a video that I haven't really done one in a while on in this series. If you can tell, the series is called Enlisted to Elite, and in this series it's pretty obvious we make enlisted guns equivalent or better than their elite variants. One of the main reasons I haven't really posted an episode on this series in a while is because not only is it hard to find enlisted variants that are actually better than elite variants, but there isn't actually many enlisted variants that are better than elite variants. There's only a select few, like the AK-12 hair trigger in my opinion. Not a lot of you guys even agree with me on that one, even though it's such a unique gun and it's not like any others in the game. But today I've got you a pretty gnarly episode, because this gun in this gameplay today that you guys are watching in the background is the gun we're going to be showcasing, and it is the IMR. But the IMR variant that I'm using in this gameplay isn't actually the variant that we're going to be putting through the IMR workshop, where we're going to be making this variant that I'm going to show you guys in a minute better than this variant on your screen right now, the IMR Boar Strike. This variant is pretty good, it's very powerful as well, but the fire rate kind of kills it, as well as a little bit of the accuracy. If you caught yesterday's video, you will know all about this, because I mentioned this in the Thunder Tusk in yesterday's video, where I said how beneficial the Thunder Tusk was compared to the IMR Boar Strike. But if we want the damage and apply everything that we're going to do in terms of making this gun shoot and kill quicker, then it's going to be a pretty good gun without that minus accuracy or that minus fire rate. Before we hop specifically too much into the video though about the IMR and just that, I want to talk a little bit about burst weapons overall, because if you think about it in Call of Duties, burst weapons have either stood out the most or never been bad but been average. So keep that in mind when we're actually making an IMR variant better than a standard variant, because the IMR is a pretty good gun anyways. It's a 4-round burst, it's like the M8A1 of Black Ops 2, and a few years ago that would have seemed really weird to even mention, because in Modern Warfare 3 and stuff like that, in that time era, people would have been like, oh, there's only 3-round burst guns and stuff like that, there's no 4-round burst until Black Ops 2, and then they kind of went up and more and more and more from there, because now we've got 5-round burst, even an SMG, the AMR9 like in Advanced Warfare. So a little question for you guys, how far do you think they'll go with burst weapons? Do you think we'll get any gnarly stuff in Black Ops 3? Do you think we'll get any 6-round burst guns? I just want to know for you guys, because they've been adding one more slot to the burst each year. I've noticed that. It's not maybe each year, but it's over a time period of where they've set Call of Duty out to be, so I just wonder if you guys actually agree with me there. Alright, so without any further ado guys, I'm going to tell you a few facts about the IMR base version now. Well, only one actually, because this is quite important in terms of the comparison I'm going to make to another enlisted gun, and say why this is better than the Boar Strike in terms of its increases and what decreases it has to it. So the IMR base variant guys is actually a 3 to 5 shot kill at any range, which makes the gun actually good to start off with without any variants being added or changes being made to the gun. This is because, and I'm sure you guys know off your own knowledge anyways, this is a 3 to 5 shot kill at any range, which makes this a only 2 burst maximum weapon to kill, which is actually quite good, because if you think about it, at some ranges it will be a 1 burst, because that 3 shot to 5 shot kill will determine at ranges, because if you think about it, the IMR, it shoots 4 shots at a time each time you hold down the trigger, so you might just need to land that 1 extra shot from a burst on a guy at a longer range. And a lot of you are probably thinking right now, oh Machine, why do I want to use this when I could use the hole puncher, which is practically a guaranteed 1 burst kill, and it only shoots 3 shots out of the burst and it's faster? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell you guys about this variant of the IMR, which actually is a 1 burst kill at any range, and bearing in mind you have to land all the shots from that 1 burst, so it can't just be 2 or 3 shots from the burst that you actually think got the enemy because you shot right near them and you got a ton of hit markers. You won't have shot all the shots at them, because this variant right now on your screen, Blau, the IMR Impact, is a 1 burst at any range. It's a 3 to 4 shot kill at any range, so that even means you can get a 3 burst kill without even getting a 4 burst kill at most ranges, because if you think about it, there's not many really long lines of sight in Advanced Warfare unless you're both camping at opposite ends of the map, which I highly doubt you are. And I just think this variant anyways, it is better, and it is the best variant of the IMR, and better than the Boar Strike because of the decreases. It doesn't really do much. Apparently the fire rate decrease on this does actually nothing to the gun, so it makes this gun absolutely insane and definitely worth keeping in your armory and using even over other burst weapons variants like the hole puncher maybe. I don't know about that actually, because the hole puncher, if you think about it, it's really overpowered, but it is a really good variant to use, and since people are spicing up the weapon variety in Advanced Warfare now by adding the M1 irons, I think it's definitely a good chance to use weapons that aren't overpowered but are definitely ones that are really underused. By the way guys, when I spoke about the M1 irons there, I was speaking from a PlayStation player perspective, because it only just came out the other day on PlayStation Network, and that's why I mentioned it only just came out. But anyways, this episode is about wrapped up, and I haven't gone on too much in this video, it hasn't been too long. And the final thing I want to say to conclude this video off is the attachments I would recommend on the IMR is either standard ADS attachments, which is like stock quick draw, and even extended mags if you want a lot of ammo, even though it prints its own ammo anyways. But as well as that, you can also also go precision mode and you can have optical sights in it. I don't know, but thank you all for watching, guys. Slap a like on today's video if you enjoyed it and a favourite if you loved it, and I'll see you guys in the video tomorrow. I love all your faces, and I expected me to do my outro there, but I'm going to do it now instead. Peace out.